What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV, man. I'm happy to be bringing another video to the people, man. We're going to be touching on Lonzo Ball and the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion Williamson and the crew. I got some statements here after reviewing the game we watched not too long ago. They lost to the Denver Nuggets. We're going to get into it. I feel like Zion Williamson and this minutes restriction um, basically is going to hamper this Pelicans playoff chances that they had. Remember, they was 3.5 games out. We're going to get into it. Hit the like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate everybody that's checking in with me, man. I rock with all my viewers, all the people in the comments section. I try to get back to everybody. We're interactive over here, good or bad. You don't gotta hold your tongue over here. Um, talk. You can donate to the platform. The link will be in the description box below this video, also in the comment section. Um, Check out the merchandise store at pexoticshop.com. Don't forget, once we get to 200 subscribers, we're going to have Flight Sports TV exclusive merchandise. Hats, cups, all that. Alright? Um, we're going to be shipping it out to some people. We're gonna have it's going to be real wavy for the people. Let's get right back into the goddamn topic, okay? It's Flight Sports TV, man. I'm happy y'all tuning in. Listen. After observing the game, basically this minutes restriction is killing the Pelicans right now because this is the second game in a row for the Pelicans where Zion Williamson is playing in these bursts that they have. They call it 3 or 4 minute bursts they're playing him in. Pause. So it's like this is the second time where they were in position to. They were either took the lead or in position to win the game, and Zion Williamson's minutes restriction has hampered this team. They fought like hell today. They were playing against a team that was obviously better than them. The Denver Nuggets are an elite team in the West. Like, come on, let's be quite frankly here. It was crazy. God, Lonzo didn't have the best game tonight. He had 9-6. Not 9-6. It wasn't the best game. The Pelicans didn't have the best game at all. It seems like guys is just it's like it's a mid-season acquisition in so many words. So it's like they have to adjust to him, and I feel like they need to figure out how to tinker with this minutes restriction. It seems like they are playing him more than 3 or 4 minutes. Sometimes up to 5. But I feel like if they're gonna do this minutes restriction, particularly in the fourth quarter, the minutes restriction needs to happen. I would say he should probably not start the fourth quarter. How about he close the fourth quarter? These are things to start evaluating, and especially as the coaching staff, the medical team, and the whole organization. Because they really gonna have to make a decision on that, because this minutes restriction really hurts the team in the fourth quarter, because you need Zion Williamson coming down the stretch to close the game along with the pieces that they have. So that it's like the team is not getting a rhythm like how it was before. With Zion Williamson in and out of the lineup, is very tough for guys to get a rhythm. I see Brandon Ingram has been affected. Lonzo Ball is being affected. Drew Holiday. These guys got to get in position. The season is still young, but a couple days ago, the Pelicans were 3.5 games out of the eighth seed, and as they continue to lose, hopefully these other teams lose as well, and then they have an opportunity still. Like I said, it's still time left. It's not over, but it doesn't help to keep digging yourself in a hole. I'm with the knowledge of. I don't know. I feel like the way this is happening, if they continue to lose, I wouldn't be surprised if they start exploring trade options for some of the veterans that's on this team. I look at a guy like Drew Holiday. Is Drew Holiday safe? I don't know. I feel like they can get a king's ransom for Drew Holiday. Especially the way he's playing right now. His trade value is high. There's a lot of teams that could use a Drew Holiday. Now it's all about what the Pelicans can get in return. And with David Griffin, I expect them to get a king's ransom as well. Like I said, man, I expect David Griffin to win the deal. How about that? David Griffin don't mess around. Um, it's crazy. Like Zion Williamson is gonna be the truth, but they can't get. I feel like they're being too cautious with him. Just let him play. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. I understand the precaution and things like that, but he's been out a while now. You know, it's rough, but hopefully everything could work itself out, man, and the Pelicans could turn the season around. If not, I feel like they need to run it back with this team next year because this team has really been saddled with injuries. You know, you can't lose track of that with the Pelicans just basically just all out of whack all season long. Everybody's been injured. Lonzo, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday, Jackson Hayes, everybody. The list goes on. Favors. This team was not healthy from the start of the season. That's why their record is not indicating the type of team that they are. And also, they need to get some rebounding on this team because tonight they really got killed on the boards. It was pretty ugly out there on the boards, and Zion Williamson could have made a difference coming down the stretch. When him coming out basically in the closing stretch of the fourth quarter, that's not good. You know, they need to figure this thing out because hopefully this is not the norm. Alvin Gentry did say that eventually this minutes restriction is going to be off. I'm not going to take too much into this minutes restriction too much, but if it does progress, this could really hurt this team. Because it's a rhythm disruptor. So I'm interested to see how this goes. I'm with the assumption that the minutes restriction won't stand. I do believe this is just going on at the moment, but I don't feel like this is going to be the norm for Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. I felt it because even in the preseason, he wasn't on no minutes restriction. He played. He pretty much was just playing. You didn't see like them holding him back or pulling him out, trying to restrict minutes. I didn't see any of that. So I'm gonna go with the assumption that they are gonna eventually drop this restriction, and that should unlock the Pelicans. Zion Williamson. He's playing safe right now. We need to get back to reckless Zion Williamson, not hurting himself, but just running and gunning. Just carefree. It seems like when he's out on the floor, it's like he's always want, oh, they're gonna take me out, or am I coming out now? So it's tough to play like that, and the whole team has been affected. So, what's your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, on the What's your thoughts on the Pelicans? Do you think that this minutes restriction is going to saddle this basketball team, or do you feel like this is going to be the norm for Zion Williamson? Um, and do you believe what I stated, where once this restriction gets dropped, this should unlock the Pelicans even further, than where they are right now. Players are making progression on this basketball team. The numbers may not prove that. Even Lonzo's numbers tonight, like I said, the numbers lie. Lonzo hit a lot of big shots in the fourth quarter. He made some big plays in the fourth quarter. They just ran into a tough basketball team. Um, Denver was more aggressive, more physical, quicker to the basketball. They just outplayed the Pelicans tonight. So that's just straight up high, straight up and down. There's no way to slice or dice that. So we're gonna leave it at that. I wish best of luck to the Pelicans, and I feel like they're gonna turn their season around. Hopefully, they went on and they won 10 out of like 10 out of 13 games. So this team could go on a streak. So don't underestimate it. The season is still young. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. You can donate to the platform. The link will be in the description box below this video. Also, hit up the comment section and let's talk. Let's decipher this information. I appreciate y'all, man. Once we get to 200 subscribers, we're gonna have Flight Sports TV exclusive merchandise. I ain't gonna say it no more. Appreciate y'all. It's Flight Sports.